All right. Well, first video, episode 1, and the most important of waterways. What is a riparian area? Well, let me tell you. It's not just the bank of a river or a creek or a lake or anything. It's so much more than that. Riparian areas are diverse, fragile ecosystems of marine and land life that start their lives here, and they're incredibly fragile areas, and it's where lots of life flourishes from. And so each animal plays its role, and this one in particular has a large beaver, which is one of the best things you can have for a riparian area. They start, as you can see, the alders have been chewed. They eat the bark from the alders as nutrients from the tannins, I believe, and probably other minerals. But so you can see here that the trees fall in the river, and ultimately that becomes a small fish habitat for fish to start their early lives in and get shelter from and hide from bigger prey in the main channel. And so you can see here, this beaver pretty much runs this island, and I try not to go on this too much. I leave it alone. As you can see, this beaver, it's its home. So there's places to explore, and then there's places to just leave alone. This is one that we just leave alone because riparian areas this is technically a riparian island. This is actually the riverbank here. And this is about a 300-yard, 2-acre island that's been taken over by a beaver. So instead of making a dam, he basically took over an island, which is pretty cool. So essentially, that's the start of the ecosystem. Golden eagle right there. Oh, what he's doing. I've been seeing a lot of eagles lately, but I don't usually see the golden eagle very often. So another good case in point here, you have they attract the birds of prey. As the fish get bigger, they become target prey for eagles, ospreys, falcons, hawks, kingfishers, every kind of predatory bird that's basically on the river that feeds on fish, which when they get to about that herring size, they're very, very important for many animals' food source. And so there he is again. I'm not really sure why a golden eagle would be down here exactly, because this is bald eagle territory. You don't typically see them together, but I guess the eagles always have a reason for what they're doing. They're not messing around typically. They have a goal in mind. I'm not really sure what this guy's doing though. Pretty interesting. But back to the riparian area. I've cleaned this. I clean it every year from flood trash and other things. It's a pristine island. These are alders, and so another thing that helps is the beaver chews down the small sapling alders, and it helps the bigger alders to thrive more. There's less competition. Saplings and the suckers ultimately makes the trees healthier. So another one of the many reasons why beavers play a huge role and are critical. It's just important to, when you see an animal that you don't typically see all the time on the river in a place, it's usually best to leave those places alone. Just admire them, look at them, appreciate them for what they are, and just you don't always have to leave footprints everywhere you go. Some things are just better just seen. And so I try to always make that a rule of mine, that not everything has to be walked on. Not everything has to be, you don't have to get to the summit of everything, you know. Sometimes it's cool just to see things and for what they are, you know. It's important to realize that yeah, we're humans, that's all good and well, but you know, we have a place in this world, and the animals have their place too, and when we're in their home, it's good to respect it, you know. We don't need to add any pressure to this thriving riparian area. Soon, here in about a month, it'll be filled with frogs and crickets, and the birds will be coming in to eat and have the caddisfly hatch and the salmon fly hatch, and they'll have the there's another one, the mayfly hatch. So we'll have about 4 hatches within 2 months of and the water will just be covered with mayflies and caddisflies, and it attracts just all sorts of animals, and it's really pretty cool to see. So when those times come, it's important to not pressure the animals, because believe it or not, every one of them knows when those things happen. So birds, obviously, the swallows that live under the bridge in the mud nests, they know when the hatches are. They come specifically for the hatches to these areas. And so another interesting fact. So if you look up the definition of a riparian area, it's pretty mundane. It's pretty boring. It's just a lake, you know, shoreline next to a lake or a creek or a river or whatever. But it's just so much more than that, and it's fragile. It's a very diverse, complex ecosystem, and it's where a lot of life starts from. And so it's important to give these areas space and appreciate them, and help protect them. You know, this is our earth. These are our animals that help us thrive and live. And you know, it's good to notice that and give back as much as we can to protect them, because they were here first. So anyway, thanks for watching episode 1. I'll try to make these a little bit more exciting as I go on, but just wanted to get some education, and the most important thing with waterways and so is riparian areas. Be careful, appreciate them, love them, and now you have a little bit more knowledge of a riparian area next time you go down the river or to the lake or the creek or wherever. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed. I'll like I said, make next one a little more exciting, but episode 1. So hope you enjoyed. Have a good day.